Hello YouTube, it is me, Raina, and I am back. So if you had not heard, Amazon has, I'm guessing, officially canceled A League of Their Own. Now, if you do not know the history of this, let me break it down to you. So A League of Their Own, which is basically a spiritual sequel series to the movie, A League of Their Own, and Amazon ran it last year for one season. The first time they canceled it, it was kind of unofficial. The showrunner was saying that they did not get any official word from Amazon. And then a little bit after that, it was confirmed that it was going to get picked up for 4 episodes for a second season, and that was going to be it. And that was all we were going to get, and that's all they could negotiate. And now that has fell through. And guess what? They're blaming it on the strikes. Now, I think this is a very important thing to look out for when it's coming to these writer strikes and actor strikes. It seems like the studios are going to try to cancel these shows or, cancel the renewals or whatever and blame it on the writer strike and actor strike so that we, the viewers, or we, the public, or whomever, is going to turn against them and make them stop striking and get back to work. Well, that is not going to work, Amazon and other streaming services, because way before these strikes even took place, these streaming services were already canceling TV shows. They were already canceling shows after one season and never picking it back up or going for a long period of time of no renewal news. We had to be like, wait, remember that show I watched a few months ago? Is that renewed? And you don't see any news about it at all. Or not only they cancel the show, but they take their shows off their streaming services and put them in other streaming services. And it's like, what is the point of us as the viewers paying for these streaming services when the shows that they made for their services for us to watch, they don't even keep them? Like, they are canceling recent shows. Now, when it comes to rotating out titles and whatever, I know Netflix has done that, but that's with older stuff that came out a long time ago. They rotate stuff in and out with TV shows and movies. Like, that's a regular thing. But they are doing this with recent stuff that they just came out with. We just had this with HBO Max. I'm calling it HBO Max. With them basically canceling and taking off all their new stuff, new movies, new shows. Disney just did that a few weeks ago and everything. And I'm pretty sure other ones are going to do the same thing. I would not be surprised if Amazon does. And the thing is, Amazon has the money to not only do 4 episodes of League of Their Own, but to basically do a good 4 or 5 seasons. Amazon has a lot of money. Jeff Bezos became a billionaire during COVID. Okay, take that in. Okay. And so they spent a gajillion dollars on that Lord of the Rings series. They have money. They don't have a bajillion TV shows like Netflix or whatever. So they have money to do this show. They just don't want to do it for whatever reasons. And, when you don't have a reason, the audience is going to assume things. And it does not look good for Amazon of canceling a show basically surrounding queer women. And this has been an ongoing thing, especially with Netflix, of canceling stuff that is based around queer women. And so we got to make our own assumptions of why they canceled it. And it seems like they're trying to use these shows to have us turn against the strike, or make it harder for these writers to be like, and actors to strike, because they're going to cancel their shows and basically leave them jobless. And it doesn't surprise me, because if you knew a week or 2 ago, a source close to some of the studios said that they hope that the writers and actors strike so they can go homeless and everything. So it doesn't surprise me that they're being this heartless and this stupid when it's coming to this strike. So my whole thing is, it's such BS, and I'm so happy that some of the creators and actors are speaking out against Amazon Studios for canceling it, because they can do 4 episodes. And like I said, not only they can do 4 episodes, they could really not only do a second season, but 4 and 5 seasons of this show. It would not cost that much. If Netflix can pay a good, if Amazon can pay a gajillion dollars for that Lord of the Rings show that cost them a lot of money to do for 1 season, they can do a league of their own. They just don't want to do it and feel like it's whatever. And these streaming services are all one and the same. They think that every single show has to be big. They got to pour a lot of money into a show and do all that. And they are punishing, yes, they're punishing the writers and actors that are on strike. That's their livelihood. That's how they, eat, sleep, and pay their bills and whatever. When it comes to the viewers and what we're watching, we're not suffering as much, but we are suffering too. And we're like, don't want to be attached to these shows. We don't want to pay for this because the show ain't going to be on there no more. It's just really bad. Like with Willow on Disney Plus, they canceled that, took that off, and a lot of other stuff off, even though there's stuff on Disney Plus that I know for sure that no one is watching. That goes for all the streaming services. So this is just, unfortunately, a league of their own is a casualty in this. Now, since the show is owned by Sony, they're looking to shop the show anywhere. In this climate right now, I'm not holding my tongue. I have to say the same about Warrior Nun. I know they gave us an update, but with these strikes going on, and I know that show was canceled before the strikes, and they probably had a place for it and whatever, but people need to sell their expectations on that also. Because this is a very, these studios and these CEOs and the AMBD, whatever they're called this week, that place, that company, man, they are really, really ruthless, and they're just showing that they do not care, that they've been showing their asses throughout this whole entire strike to these writers and actors, and also to the viewers. So, what are your thoughts on all this? Do you think there's a solution to this when it comes to shows that are kind of in limbo right now when it comes to the strike? Leave your comments down below, and bye YouTube.